What's up, guys? Javi here at Javi's Boom Tech. So today I've actually gotten a few requests to do a review of the Big Blue Party, this little speaker here. Actually not so little. There's actually a few reviews, some really good ones actually by somebody named Flossie Carter. He's done several actually, so if you want to get more in-depth review, definitely check out his. I'm just going to do a quick overview and sound check. That way you guys can kind of get a good feel for it. It's currently 199 bucks. It used to be 299 bucks, so you're actually getting a really good deal on the speaker. Sound-wise, it's pretty impressive. So let's go ahead and check it out. All right, guys, so here is the Big Blue Party. As you can clearly see, it is definitely not a very small speaker. It is battery powered, so it is still portable. You can pretty much take this wherever you want if you don't mind carrying the extra 12 pounds. A little bit about the speaker, some of the features. It is weatherproof, so if this does get wet outdoors, you don't have to worry about it. It's got a nice rubberized top, rubberized bottom down here, and this nice metal grill that kind of just wraps all the way around here. Now while we're here on the back, it's got this nice little cover here that covers the two ports that we have back here. The first one is the auxiliary in, so if you've got an older device that doesn't have Bluetooth, no problem. You can just go ahead and plug it in with an auxiliary cable there, and you're set to go. And then down here we've got the proprietary charger, and that's it for the back. And then on the bottom here, just got some labeling, and you see this little light bulb light here. What that is the speaker actually has these blue lights. So if I turn this on, let's power that on. You got to hold it down for a few seconds and powers on. So you see these blue lights right there in the corners as well. If you don't like that, you can actually come down here, push that button, and it shuts them off just like that. So that's a cool feature. Personally, I really like those lights. It's one of my favorite features. It looks really futuristic with that. You also push this button here to go into parry mode. So you hold it down and it'll go into parry mode for you. On top here, you can immediately see that nice big metal handle, easy to grip, since like I said before, it is pretty heavy for a portable Bluetooth speaker. Battery wise, you're looking at about 4.5 hours, and that's with playing it close to max. So you're not losing 50% by going up to max. That's usually pretty rare. Usually when a speaker tells you a rating, it's usually what the speaker gets at about 50% volume, but this one's telling you what it's getting at max. I played it at max for several hours, and right around that 4-hour mark, it starts to die, so definitely a plus there. And then up top, we've got the adjustable EQ. Now this is honestly one of my favorite features of the speaker. I love the ability to not only adjust the volume, but adjust the bass and the treble, because there's times when, as much as I love bass, I want to listen to the speaker and I want it to be a little more subtle. I don't want it vibrating the floor and upsetting my neighbors. So I'll go ahead and switch modes and switch to select bass here and go ahead and just turn it down a few notches. And then if I'm outdoors like I am now and I really want to hear that bass, then I'll just go the opposite way. If you're not a big bass lover, I mean, this is a huge plus. And then you can also do that with a treble. And adjusting this EQ actually does make a big difference in the sound. So you can drastically change the way the speaker sounds just by tweaking this EQ, which is not a feature you find on a lot of speakers and really is one of my favorite features on the speaker. And I really wish it came with more speakers. The other one I can think of is the Iowa XS9 that has it, which as you know is one of my favorite. And then you also got this little circle here, and that little circle is the NFC tag. So for all you Android users, all you gotta do is tap that and you are paired, no problem, ready to go. As far as other features that are missing from this device, you obviously don't have a charge out, which is a bummer because that's always a nice little feature. And you also do not have speakerphone capability. So you're not gonna be taking phone calls on this bad boy here. But really, those aren't real deal breakers for me. And at 199 bucks, that's cheaper than both the JBL Extreme and Iowa XS9. This not as powerful, as good sounding as the Iowa XS9, but it is definitely more powerful than the JBL Extreme, and in my personal opinion, sounds better. treble and highs sound a little bit more crisp. They're not as boosted, and you can actually adjust them if you don't like treble boost that high, where you can on the extreme. You're basically stuck with what the presets are on the extreme, unless you adjust it on your phone. But yeah, sound-wise, this definitely beats the JBL Extreme, and you can get it for $100 cheaper. Other than that, I mean, you can't go wrong with the speaker. I used to use it all the time. It actually used to be my go-to speaker when I drive our van that has no, well, it has a stereo system, but it's like from the 70s. It's really bad. So I used to take this one all the time. It's actually got a little dent right here because it fell over. I mean, it filled the car up pretty nice with a nice full sound. But having the JBL Extreme and now the IOXS9, I don't use it as much just because the JBL Extreme is a lot more portable. Even though this is more powerful, it's, I mean, you're gonna break your back putting that in your backpack. And if I'm at home and I wanna listen to something powerful, this used to be it, but now with the XS9, I'm usually defaulting to that one. So unfortunately, I don't use it as much as I used to, but it's still a great speaker. And as far as speakers underneath the grill, you actually, because of the way they're placed, there's one on each corner here. There, you get omnidirectional sound, so no matter where you're standing, you're picking up sound from everywhere. It's about 9 watts each driver, so you get in about 36 watts, and then you got actually one power subwoofer that's 36 watts, another additional 36 watts, and then you got a passive radiator just for more enhanced bass. So together with a 36 watt subwoofer over here and the 36 watts coming out of the drivers, you're looking at 72 watts total power. And it goes down to 40 hertz, so that is some deep bass. I believe 40 hertz is what the IOXS9 is putting out too, but since it's got a bigger subwoofer, you're feeling it more. However, this guy is definitely no slouch when it comes to bass, and I don't see anybody being disappointed if they're looking for a speaker with big sound, especially at this price point. So anyway, guys, what I want to go ahead and do next is just give you guys a sound sample, see how this guy sounds, and I'm going to do it out here just because I want to show you guys how good it still sounds when it's outdoors, because as many of you know, most portable Bluetooth speakers might sound pretty good indoors, but the second you take them outdoors, they kind of just disappear. The ambient noise just swallows them up, and they just sound tiny and just sad. But anyways, yeah, this one, not the case. So let's go ahead and check that out. All right, guys, so I have the Big Blue Party set up here on my fire pit. My son's Darth Vader has also decided to join us for this test, and my Christmas tree will eventually get cut up into firewood and we will have a bonfire. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this started. I'm gonna go ahead and back up a little bit. I'm gonna go about 10 feet, so about 10-12 feet. I've also gone ahead and put on my binaural microphones. That way you guys get a more realistic idea of what I'm actually hearing out here. So if you got your headphones, go ahead and put those on. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. So go ahead and grab those, put them on, and let's go ahead and do this test. So I'm going to go ahead and start it at, let's see, 50%. So here we go. So that is about 50%. You can probably hear my kids more than you can the speaker right now. But let's see what happens as soon as this music starts getting a little bit louder. So I'll just walk around here a little bit. Let's take it to about 80% here. So yeah, that bass is pretty decent bass. I mean, that is more than decent. Definitely feel it. Definitely carries out here. And the highs are actually very good. They definitely sound pretty clear and defined. So let's stop wasting time here and let's take it to max. So that is max.
definitely sounds pretty good. Even out here in this big yard, it's not getting lost in that bass. I mean, you just heard it take effect. The treble gets a little bit lost. It's a little bit underpowered, but once that bass comes in, it definitely rounds it out. It gives it a nice sound. Let me just walk around here, show you guys that you can pretty much hear from anywhere you stand because of that omnidirectional speaker setup, which is a nice plus if you're having a party and you want to centralize your music. Grab another song here. Here we go. Try this song. Yeah, this song, you really hear the highs come out nice and clear. Definitely no distortion. Yeah, very nice. Let's see what it sounds like once that bass kicks in. Oh yeah, some nice bass there. I mean, this speaker is pretty impressive. Like I said, for $199, you're not gonna go wrong with this. You will definitely enjoy the sound this thing's putting out. Nice, powerful sound. And clear. I mean, that thing is pretty crystal clear, and I've got it at max volume here. No distortion that I can tell of whatsoever. So Brookstone did a really nice job of not overdriving the speakers here. The amp fits nicely with the speaker arrangement here. So very nice. We'll go in front of it, give you guys more of a head-on sound. So because of that omnidirectional, even if you're standing in front of it, to the side, it's gonna be pretty much the same sound. Which is a nice little feature. Most speakers, if you go off to the sides or off axes, it's gonna be a different sound, a little bit weaker, not quite as good as if you're facing it forward, where not the case with this one.
Alright guys, hopefully that gave you a pretty good impression of what kind of power, what kind of sound quality you're gonna get out of this Big Blue Party. Like I said, at $199, I mean, you are getting a ton of speaker here. It's not exactly the most portable unit, but if you're looking for big sound and you want something to play loud and hear it outside like you just heard, you can definitely not go wrong with this speaker here. So if you guys have any questions or comments or have any suggestions on what else you want me to review, show you guys, just let me know down in the comments. And then stay tuned for the next episode of Best Boom for Under 50. I'm gonna be bringing you a speaker that I recently just discovered. I had never heard of it before, so you wanna find out which one it is? Come check out, trust me, this one's a special one. So have a good one guys, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.